What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that title's going down. Make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. Obviously see what's going on. I definitely have to say that it's always something. It's truly always something. I do have a lot to say within this video. If y'all don't like it, I definitely, apologize. But I feel like it's a lot of things that definitely needs to be said. It's a lot of things that needs to be said, and that's just how I feel, when it comes down, especially when it comes down to the view and what they have to say about a lot of things. They always got, Trump's name in their mouths, 100%. They always feel the need to say something, to do something, and it truly bothers me. It bothers me, and I'm one that'll definitely, call it out, and I feel like it's important to call it out. Let's check it out here.
And right now, the NBA champion Knicks are doing a victory lap in New York's Canyon of Heroes, which is on track to be the biggest parade in the city's history. And team owner Jim Dolan announced that one of the team's next stops will be, take a look.
We just did receive an invitation from the White House, which we accepted. We still have to figure out the details, et cetera. But, yes, of course. I mean, look, I invited the president to come down for the game, right? He is a friend. I've known him for 30 years, and I'm very proud to bring the team to the White House.
So...
It's nothing. Me personally, it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with getting an invite to the White House, no matter who the president is. For me, it doesn't. I feel like it's one of those things that, like, you go because it's definitely something. It's definitely something that's nice to go to. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't been to the White House. I'm not sure on how many players have been to the White House. I haven't been to the White House. I feel like it'd be a cool experience to go, whether you like Trump or don't like Trump, support Trump, don't support Trump. I feel like it's just to get a respect. I mean, we are talking about the president of the United States, regardless. I feel like a lot of people miss that. And it goes for anybody. I feel the same way, regardless of who the president is. If I was on a team, definitely on a team, I would, regardless of who the president, of course, it ain't nobody too bad, but I'm just saying, like, regardless of who the president is, I feel like it'd be just a great experience to go and to experience that. I feel like it definitely is cool, especially just getting an invite from the president in general and getting that recognition. Because just think about it. I guarantee if the president wouldn't have invited them, the View would still have a problem with it. They would still say, oh, well, President Trump didn't even invite them. Then they'll change it to this whole race thing to where it's like, oh, the president didn't invite them because the team is mostly black players. And yeah, I'm telling y'all, it'll be a completely different thing. It's one of those things they always have something to say, regardless.
Just be on board with this because no NBA team has ever accepted an invite to the White House while you know who has been there.
Do you think you know who will stay awake for the photo?
I have a great answer for that, but I can't say it to you.
Tell me later.
I will tell you later.
I think this puts the players in a really precarious position, merely because Jim Dolan is admittedly a good friend of Donald Trump's, and to now put that on the players, your boss, the owner of the team you play for, is extending this offer, accepting this offer. I know you might get people that refuse to go. I just think it's not fair to take any of the flowers and the beauty of this moment and its unity and try to then place it on the players' back.
I totally agree. I think it puts the players in such an uncomfortable position because it was honestly the first thing I thought of once they won the championship as a new Knicks fan is I'm like, oh no, they're going to get invited to the White House and there's going to be this political discourse. Should they go? Should they not? I think they should go if they want to, if they're comfortable going, because the White House is bigger than any one president or presidency.
Not, it's our house.
They've earned the right to go as champions, but I also think they have the right to refuse to. If any individual players don't want to, that's their decision. And I also think they can use the big platforms they all have. I mean, these guys have millions of followers on social media. If they want to stand up for causes or if they want to potentially...
But then I look at this in fact, like, I feel like people be dragging stuff. Like, it's 2026. When are people going to actually stop and actually realize, like, we have to stop this? We honestly have to stop this nonsense, this whole back and forth. Oh, I don't want to go. and go see the president. I don't want to go to the White House. I don't want to go here because these individuals support Trump. I don't want to go. Like, when is that going to stop? Who actually cares? Like, live life, enjoy life. Be glad, be thankful, be blessed that God woke you up today. I feel like so many people be into that to where it's like they so deep off into that to where people literally use that. Oh, I don't want to go to such and such because they're a Trump supporter. I don't want to go here because this, that. Like, it irks my nerves. And it goes for anybody. Try not to if people are respectful to you, I feel like, and that goes back to what I keep on talking about with his good people and his bad people. Regardless of who you vote for, whoever you support, and I'm going to say this. When you have that respect, when people are good to you, when you good to people, I feel like that's all that matters. And that's why I never have a problem with talking to somebody that don't support President Trump or absolutely hates him. I'm not about to sit here and treat this other individual a different way. I'm not like that. I don't know if y'all are like that or like different people. I'm not that way. When it comes to me being the person I am, that's who I am. I'd rather be a good person than sit there and be tripping just because of who I support and who I vote for. I feel like that's something that truly I don't understand and truly is very sickening to me when people be doing that.
This administration. There's a way that everyone should win. I don't think it's fair if they do all decide to go. I don't think they should get hate for it. It's their place too.
Recently, they were at the White House trashing Michelle Obama. I mean,
You mean the UFC?
Yeah, it's kind of.
Well, but you know what?
The indignity of these poor guys having to go down there.
But you know what?
But I have to say that I don't agree with the Republican position. I don't agree with Trump. I don't agree with J.D. Vance. I was nice to him. I respect the position. Yeah. I respect the office. And so I'm feeling two ways about it. Like, yes, maybe you have to respect the White House. You don't have to respect who's in the White House, though.
But I think there's a reason why.
No, I feel like that's what you do. Like, I don't like what Joy said because that's not something that I'm going to sit there. So let's just say Obama being president. Or let's say a different individual. We can even use a different individual. Let's say a Democrat. I know a lot of y'all don't want that, but let's just say I would want whoever it is, whatever team, if they love Trump, if they love being, from the right, if they love that, I feel like you give that respect. You don't sit there and be disrespectful or act a certain way just because you don't like somebody or you feel some type of way about somebody. Especially if they're not giving. It's one of those things like you giving that giving that respect. You giving that respect. And what Joy is saying basically is you can go ahead and respect the White House completely, but you ain't got to respect anybody that's in there. You ain't got to respect the Trump administration. I feel like that's bogus. I honestly feel like that's bogus when it comes down to it. Like I said, I feel like it'll be a great experience to go, whether they don't like Trump or not. But I feel like when it comes down to respect, I feel like that goes a long way. And I feel like that's really childish for them to go this way and basically say it's okay to be disrespectful of who's in the White House.
Every single, the previous 5 NBA champions crowned during the Trump administration refused to go. I think there's a reason for it, and that's because he politicizes the events that come before him. That's one of the problems. I don't think you can separate Trump from before, and that's because every single, the previous 5 NBA champions crowned during the Trump administration refused to go. I think there's a reason for it.
That's not something to be happy about. She's sitting there smiling. I feel like there's nothing like truly to be happy about that they refuse to go and be in the White House. I feel like honestly, I feel like it's more so on the worst side, like the downside for them of not going, because regardless, this is something that I'm not even gonna lie, a chance that you may not ever get. And I say you may not ever get because I've never experienced, obviously I'm not in the NBA, but I can just bet you that you have a different type of tour. You have a different type of welcoming when you are an NBA player, when you are, playing in sports. So you're not, so yes, it's maybe people, that's going in White House tours and seeing a White House and this, that, and the other, but it's a whole different experience you going as a player. So I feel like that's much of a what's the word for it? I'm not doing good today. I'm not gonna lie. Much of y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all help me out here. But it's not right for them in a sense. It's not good for them. More so than, it's probably other players that want to go, experience that. But, they're not going to do that. It's not just going to be just a couple few players that's going to go, you want that team. So I feel like it's definitely sad and sickening to see them sit here and make it out. And these are the same ladies that was wearing Knicks gear and, oh, yeah, this is the best team. I'm a fan now, and I'm this and I'm that, all because they won the finals. Never fans before that. But now they're mad because, the New York Knicks is going to be visiting the White House.
That's because he politicizes the events that come before him. Like, that's one of the problems. I don't think you can separate Trump from the White House, even though we would like to, because it is the people's house. He doesn't treat it like the people's house.
I want them to go.
Do you?
I want all those black men.
See, here we go. Here we go.
To stand in our house and remind all of those people as we.
She want those black men to stand in our house. They always bring race into this. First of all, if I'm not mistaken, ain't Mitchell Robinson I'm pretty sure he's one of the biggest Trump supporters that's on the New York Knicks right now. Y'all don't know who Mitchell Robinson is. He's black. Not that it matters, but I'm just saying, they always bring. This is sickening.
Try to remind
the vice
president that when you try to destroy one part of history, you're destroying all of our histories. And they, as champions, not only as amazing basketball players, but as people who were down and came back up.
And on top of that, if I'm not mistaken, everybody's not black on the team. I feel like that's highly disrespectful to say. I'm not even going to lie.
This is what this looks like.
Yes.
This is what this looks like. So I want them to go. I want them to go, if only so the kids know that nobody can keep you down if you are rising. That's what I want.
I remain very conflicted over it because I do think it puts a lot of pressure on these players and a lot of pressure on the captain of the team, Jalen Brunson. I think it puts a lot of pressure because Jose Alvarado, the Puerto Rican player, was already approached. And
I feel like one of my biggest icks, my biggest pet peeves when it comes down to The View is hearing her and her trying to use this accent that she has. This, Sonny is full of shit. She's always been full of shit. And it literally
puts a lot of pressure because Jose Alvarado, the Puerto Rican player, was already approached and asked, will you go to the White House? And he said, I will do whatever my team decides to do. So it's probably going to be a decision that's made between the coach as well as the captain and all of the players.
Well, and the contrast matters. What you were saying about showing up there and standing tall. We just had a UFC fighter who said a degrading slur about a former first lady. Right. And why don't you show up and show them what real men look like?
Exactly.
So y'all getting mad and saying basically that Josh isn't a real man for calling out something that's true. If it wasn't true, why isn't Michelle Obama and Barack Obama doing anything about it and trying to go forward with what he said on national television? Please explain that to me, y'all.
Team has exemplified that over and over again.
And that was what I loved, again, as a new fan with Jalen Brunson. This guy is just the epitome of class. He is just somebody that kids can look up to. He's a great role model. That's such a strong juxtaposition, a man like him being at the White House compared to this UFC fight.
And he does it, and you're right. He does not have to accept, the team does not have to accept this president. They are showing the world as a winning team.
I agree
filled
with that.
with
That's right.
black
No,
men.
y'all are in denial. She keep on saying black men, and now they switched this whole thing around, At first, it wasn't. Oh, I don't want the view. I don't want the New York Knicks to go to the White House, and they shouldn't go here, and this, that, and other. Now it's switched all the way around to where we're going to have these black men in the White House, and they're going to stand tall, and they're going to show us what a real man. Bro, that's probably man. I'm telling y'all, this is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. And then the simple fact that you have 3 white women here and they saying shit about it. I feel like that is wild. Me personally, I feel like that is wild. I honestly blame Joy Behar, Sarah Haynes, and Alyssa Farrah Griffin. I blame them. And I halfway blame Sonny. I truly do, because Whoopi keep on talking about, which that's what they do. That's what they allow. But I blame them because I would have said something. She keep on bringing up this black man standing up tall, bro. Well, y'all bring up race about everything. Then they want to throw Michelle Obama in there. Like, come on, y'all. People got to make stuff make sense. People truly got to make stuff make sense when it come down to it. And I feel like they should have called that out. Like, first of all, there's white men on the team too. Like, say the team as whole, but they love to divide. This is nothing more but dividing the country as they always do.
I can't stop saying it. I can't stop saying it.
And Latino men.
And Latino men. Because it's important. Because of the way our history, and frankly, not just our history, but women's history and white men's history. I know it sounds crazy, but all of our history is getting tattered and torn to shreds.
And it's the same office that President Obama was in. It's the same office
they all went when President
that John
Obama
Kennedy was there.
Yeah.
It's the same office that a lot of great presidents sat in.
Yes.
So it's about the office. I agree with you.
It has to, and for me, this moment, it must be about more than him. It's why him being there didn't matter. Him being at the game didn't matter.
No.
He put some bad juju on that game.
He did. That was the only game they lost.
That's the only game they lost.
The only game. Everything he touches dies.
Y'all know why it's the only game I lost. They lost from what I found out. It's more so when it comes down to the refs. The refs, they're wanting more games. Obviously it has a lot to do with pay. It's the end of the season. So when a team loses, that brings another game into that. So when you have things like that and they keep on saying, oh, President Trump did this and he did that, and it's all lies, which y'all know. But they love to turn things around as much as possible. And you truly can see just how awkward, oh my, what just happened? You can truly see just how awkward Sarah Haynes and Alyssa Farrah Griffin gets when they speak on stuff like this, when they speak, oh, black man this, black man that. I feel like honestly, like that's disgusting to say and that's disgusting to do, me personally. And I'm not saying, and I'm not about to, sit here and try to be that person that's like, oh yeah, I don't like black men. Y'all just heard me when I say it, and I like, it's good people and it's bad people regardless. And I look at Whoopi Goldberg as a horrible person, a true horrible person, me personally. I feel like that. I feel like Sonny Hostin. I feel like all of them are. I truly do. Because of how they act and what they say is truly sickening. Like I've said, there's times, Alyssa Farrah Griffin, she's another Charleston White. I'm going to be 100 with you. She's a flip-flopper. She loves doing that. It can be different, different topics and this, that, and other, but she's a flip-flopper. Sarah Haynes, she does it too. But I'm telling y'all, they're sickening people.
Like me with the house.
I can't even say anything because it would still be wrong for me to say. I'll tell you all the stuff I was going to say. But before we go, let's take one more look at the Knicks celebration in New York City.
Take one more look at the Knicks celebration in New York City, but then they don't show anything, the chaos and the BS that everybody had around and this, that, and the other. They never talk about nothing that people possibly, do when it comes down. They don't talk about the important things. They truly don't talk about the important. That's what it is. They don't talk about the important things. And it's honestly sickening and sad. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button. Definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.